Welcome to day 6 of cold calling motivated sellers and following up. So this is a channel where we get on here daily. We have a challenge here for the next 365 days or a year. We started 6 weeks ago and we've been consistent. The point of this channel is to be consistent making calls so you can start doing a ton more deals. And if you've never done a deal, then you'll find this very helpful. If you have done deals, then feel free to critique my calls below. Let's improve together and critique my calls below, but make sure you do it in a way that that it's helping somebody else, because I want my community to go on there and say, if I do something that you could do better, just explain how it could be done better below, so that other viewers can get the benefit and not just turn into a something that is not going to help anybody. So feel free. I encourage you to critique and let us know how I can improve, so that when the viewers read it, they can improve automatically. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share it, and comment. Hit the notification bell. So we are going to get started here. So we are going to be making follow-ups and cold calls. So I have a first candidate here. As always, we follow a smaller little bullet point checklist. So we want to know who they are and what their situation is. We are trying to always find pain. We want to find pain so that we can find the best deals. So right here, we've already spoken. This is a follow-up. We've spoken to prospect. He provided other addresses he wants to sell. Already updated. Okay, cool. This is a follow-up. Okay. Let me call. This is a follow-up that a partner called. So first thing, we text him. In this one, it looks like he's a landlord or an investor, so he's got a portfolio. So we're gonna go for, let's read the notes here. Property is vacant, no updates, no repairs are needed, but it's in good condition. It's vacant. He wants to get rid of the property. I love that language. Wants to get rid of the property. No asking price. Okay. Give him a call. He's liquidating all the properties in Northern CA, California. He has a lot of property that he's looking to sell. Give him a call back anytime. We are ready. Okay. So let's give him a call right here. Again, this is all about making calls, and this little device here makes us all the money we could ever possibly want.
Hello, may I help you?
Hello, James. How you doing? This is Ben.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. So I was last time, I think a couple of weeks ago, you spoke to Finn, and we got into talks about you wanted to liquidate your portfolio.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yep. And so I did a little bit of research on the properties, etc. And we'd like to move forward. We'd like to move forward and see how we can get something done here.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. So this call is just for me to introduce myself. My name is Ben. I'm going to be underwriting the deals, etc. And we want to see how we could move forward with all of them. As of right now, we only have 5 addresses. Are those the only ones you're trying to liquidate, or do you have more than 5?
Well, I have more, but I'm going to liquidate those 5 first.
So the first 5. Okay. Could you just give, you don't have to tell me, but could you give me an idea how many more you have?
Not really.
Not at this time. Okay, no problem. You want to?
We're going to do these 4 or 5, and then we'll go from there.
Sure. Let me just confirm. It's we're talking about Silverwood, Montclair, 2 Riverside.
Which one on Silverwood?
That is 10540.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be sold.
Mm-hmm. Then we got
we
got 5874 Montclair.
Okay.
Then we got 5679 Riverside.
Okay.
Okay, and then we got 5688 Riverside.
Okay.
And then we got 5883 Montclair.
That's correct.
Okay. So as I said, just calling you to introduce myself. Let me. I'm going to see to do a deep dive into.
I'll tell you what prices I want net out of escrow for these.
Okay, go ahead.
The 10540, I want 450.
Okay.
The 10 or the 5883 Montclair, I want 160. The 5874 Montclair, I want 315. 5679 Riverside, I want 320.
Okay.
The 5688, I want 250.
Okay, and this is net.
What we get in that net out of escrow. The 5883 Montclair. Well, first of all, the 10540 Silverwood. We sold the house next to it, and it's valued at 430 or 450 right now. And that was only 1,000 square foot, 3-bedroom, 1 bath. This one is 2,000 square foot, all single story. Plus, I bought the lot behind it, tripling the size of the backyard.
Okay.
The 5883 one, 5 years ago or 6 years ago, we pulled a remodeling permit, brought on from the street, new gas line, water line, did electrical, roofing, etc. And that was done on permits. Okay. Across the street is, and you could probably also put an ADA unit on that property. It's a deep property, about a quarter acre.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
The one across the street is 5874. By the way, that 5883 one can also RV parking.
Okay.
The 5874 one has 2 3-bedroom, 1-bath houses on it. It's on a half acre, so you could bring a lot of ADA units in, or you could do a lot split.
I see.
So the
Okay.
two houses are over to the right of the property. You go right down the middle and have
Mhm.
a quarter acre separately.
Okay.
Also RV park in there.
Okay.
I think the roof's 5 or 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And the same with the 5883. I think they're all 5 or 6 years old except one maybe.
Okay.
And the 5679 had 3 units on it, a 2 or 3 bedroom house on the front. And then deep in the back, you have a 2-bedroom duplex, 2 bedroom, 1 bath each.
Okay.
Yeah, that has RV parking on it too. Again, the roofs are quite probably 5 or 6 years old.
Okay. Gotcha.
And it has a new water heater in one of them too.
Mm-hmm.
Across the street at 5688 Riverside,
Mm-hmm.
you have 2 years ago, I think it was, I put a new central heating in that.
Mm-hmm.
I also put a year ago a permanent foundation under it
Okay.
with permits.
Uh-huh.
I also put 2 months ago put water lines into it,
I see.
new water lines.
Okay.
It has a half-acre of land. You could bring another ADA unit in there, I believe, plus RV parking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate the information. That is extremely helpful. I appreciate it. So we're trying to do this ASAP. That is correct, right? And that's what I got in my notes.
Like a 5 to 10 day escrow, all cash.
Mm-hmm.
No contingencies, no inspection. Most of them are paid off. Have a few line of credit on maybe one of them or 2 of them. I can pay those off though for cash.
Okay.
And so it's essentially clearing free land, properties.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy one of them or all of them. It don't matter.
Okay.
If I don't sell them for my prices, those are net prices out of escrow. If I don't sell them for the prices, then I'll go ahead and rehab them myself since I can build from the ground up.
I got
And I have a warehouse full of building materials.
Oh,
But it
okay.
costs me a lot less.
Yeah.
See, I buy contractors when they go broke or projects when they have leftover supplies. Pennies on the dollar.
Yeah,
So I've
yeah.
been doing this for 50 years, so I know what I need in building. So we
Yeah.
just stockpile stuff. It's
Wow.
just like the Cordova house I sold next door to the one we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
$2,700 wood flooring cost me $500.
Oh, okay.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Granite for the flooring and the countertop. Normally it runs $5.95 a square to $9.95 depending on the grade of the granite.
Mm-hmm.
I bought 2.5 pallets of that for 25 cents each.
Okay. Wow.
I
Wow.
brought a $300 marble vanity for $25.
Mm-hmm.
So like I say, it cost me a lot less to build than most people.
Yeah.
If I have to, I'll flip them one at a time, charge retail prices on them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. Well, you are. You said you've been doing this for 50 years.
I gave the 5883 and the 5074 a 90 days notice to move.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the only one that's vacant then is 10540.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Well, the one at on Riverside, I only have one tenant in there
Mm-hmm.
and one tenant on 5874. I'm not renting any more properties.
Okay.
When they move out, it's staying vacant until I sell them or rehab them.
Mm-hmm.
So you only have one tenant on the Riverside property.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
On 5679 and one tenant on 58741.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you are. Can I just say you are a wealth of information and knowledge and experience. I can absolutely recognize that. Can I ask?
Okay.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes.
Okay. So I mean, there's so many questions I want to ask you because it's rare that I come across somebody like you. So the first question would be, why are you looking to sell? Is it because you're trying to liquidate things and just sort of take it easy?
No, we're just essentially they're inconvenient right now for it. We don't need the money.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to sell out of Northern California completely. And we have 3 books on the drawing board for writing, and we need to concentrate on that. For the next 10 years, we'll do research papers and writing. We have somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 volumes in my private library. We live up in the ski resorts in Southern California here.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
And it's ideal for writing, plus we taught writing before.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I could teach kindergarten through university. So my wife's very good at research also.
Wow.
So essentially, it's going to take up most of our time the next 10 years here.
Mm-hmm. And these books that you're writing, are you going to publish them through like a platform like maybe Bigger Pockets or something like that?
Yeah, we'll probably put Poopin Books publisher.
Okay.
Probably through that Martindale, one of the two major publishers.
Wow. Wow. Listen, I do also a YouTube channel about real estate. I would be more than honored to have you on whenever you find the time to do it, and we can chat and maybe closer to when you're about to release them, so we can create some momentum for people to buy them.
Okay, well, just drop me a letter, snail mail to that effect.
Okay. Okay. Man, what an honor. Well, let me go ahead and work on this. I promise you, I'm not going to be wasting your time because, as you know, I recognize who you are, and I appreciate the time that you spent with me on the phone. Again, my name is Ben, Ben, and
here's something else you might want to know for this area.
Sure.
On Riverside, across the street and down the street, they did about 3 rehabs, contractors, and flipped them across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple down the street to the left, and the one next door is being rehabbed right now too.
Okay.
Plus, they built new condos or apartments there, just behind there, a couple lots behind it, on the street above it. Big complex there.
Wow.
And then they also were all within walking distance of Walmart. Plus, across from Walmart, Costco's going to put in a big Costco store and gas station there.
Okay. Wow.
And on Montclair, a street right around the corner, I sold one property here last month or 2 months ago. They flipped a couple of those on there. And then down the street on Montclair, they flipped about 2 or 3 of those.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow.
So that gives you an idea of what's going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're going to build a couple more complexes in the area. See, we had a lot of fires in Northern California, you probably know, and there's a shortage of houses, both to sell and to rent.
Yeah.
I could rent my house tomorrow, and probably have in the paper, probably have 50 to 100 applications the next day.
Wow.
So again, there's a zero factor on rentals here. It's hard to find rentals, hard to find. And the houses in Montclair and Linda are lower priced under the $400,000, so you have a bigger audience that wanting them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyhow, that's something to consider about the area that's coming up. Plus, down the road is Northfield Air Force Base there.
Okay.
And so that always brings in people wanting to rent and buy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Plus, you have since they have remote working now in a lot of places where they can live anywhere, they're selling their $1.5 million studio apartment that's a shack in San Francisco. They're spending $100,000 or $200,000, $300,000 buying a house out here and putting the rest of the money in the bank.
Wow.
And then you also have it's also a bedroom because it only takes 40 minutes to Sacramento. And so you have a bedroom community where people are living here because it's cheaper, but they're working in Sacramento.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyhow, that gives you a little idea about the economy that's coming up here. Plus, they're running out of houses to flip.
Yeah, that's right. That is for sure. What do you think of the overall economy throughout the country? Interest rates and so forth.
If the Republicans take the House and the Senate, then they'll be able to stop some of this junk that's going on. Yeah. And there's a pretty good chance with DeSantis or Trump, either one taking the White House in 24. And we follow the economy with the politics quite heavily here. And plus, DeSantis would win for sure, and Trump would win for sure in a 24 against Biden.
Yeah, I think so.
And nobody wants the vice president for president. Harris.
Yeah.
So she's a very lightweight. That like classified even like that. So we're looking very good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, the Republicans should stop a lot of nonsense if they take the Senate and the House in November, a couple weeks away here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's looking better and better, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And we don't. A lot of people are afraid to say they're going to vote for Republicans because they don't want to be ostracized. So most of your polling is wrong that's going on, and even the wrong polling is showing a very large red wave.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest voting bloc of minority in the country is Spanish American Latino community,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not a single bloc voting group. They vote differently, but most of them are very conservative.
Yeah.
They're against abortion. Most of them are. And the best thing in all, though, is the grocery bill going up on everything. Eggs being doubled in price.
That's right.
And the other good thing for Republicans is the gas prices that start going back up.
Mm-hmm.
And in 3 weeks, it ought to be a good number like it was before.
That's
it went
right.
down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And plus, he's out of oil, really, the release from the strategic oil reserves. So just before the election, he can't release it and then say that prices are going down.
Mm-hmm.
The other good thing, and people are seeing that gas prices driving down the street every day.
That's right. That's right.
The other good thing is OPEC is going to cut back 1 million barrels of oil.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to really shoot the price of gas up high.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's right.
See?
That's right. Yeah.
And so people are seeing through the lines. Lies are telling that we're not in a recession.
Mm-hmm.
The economy's getting better. And they're going to drive down the street and see the oil price every day, every block. Gas stations that.
Yeah.
And so all that saying is going to cause people, independent people.
Mm-hmm.
The soccer moms didn't like Trump because he was rude and not fair. And now they see, well, having a nice gentleman as a grandfather isn't going to work either.
That's right. That's right.
And plus, people are losing $4,000 a year, so it means it's going to cost a lot of money, $400 some to $500 some right now, a month to live.
Yeah.
Keep your standard of living.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, the inflation is 9%, where the paychecks had only went up 5%.
Yeah.
So people lose money.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Anyhow, outside of that, the economy's in great shape.
Yeah. Yeah. Outside of that, for sure. Yeah.
But I think even though interest rates are going up, that puts a little damper on the houses. But the thing about it is, people still have to live, and the rents are starting to go up real high.
Yeah, that's
right. So they're still looking the difference between renting a place or owning a place. And if the price is the same now, because inflation is catching up with the rents, then they'll start buying again. And even though they have higher payments, the every percentage increase in the price of a mortgage, you figure that's another month's payment.
Yeah.
So if you have 12 months at 3%, it goes to 4%. Well, now you have 13 months. At 5%, you got 15 months payments.
Yep.
In the 12-month period.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how you have a rule of thumb. And people know that it's going to take longer to sell a house now. Before it was 7 days, we could sell it, or 10 days.
Yeah.
It's going to take probably 15 or 20 days to sell a house now. But it's going to be the same price, essentially. I don't see a big difference in pricing. Because the housing market and the rental market.
Yeah. And
so it might even get a boost on it. But anyhow, that's my analysis of the economic system here.
Yeah. And you think the rents are going to keep going up?
Well, they got to keep going up.
Yeah.
Insurance is going up. The car maintenance is going up. Salary for maintenance people are going up. So naturally, the rents are going up. Plus, they said it's going up real fast right now.
That's right. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that. Yeah, I think.
So I was going to say, if you have 50 people wanting a house, and there's only one house, they can ask almost anything they want for it. They're going to have to take it because they got to get the families up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they got to live somewhere. You're right about that. Yep.
And those cars get awful crowded with 4 kids.
That is true. This is true. Yep. Man, that was great. I appreciate that, James. Yeah, we got to have you on on YouTube there and kind of talk about this and break it down a little bit more closer to when you release your.
Another thing you got for a backup on the rents
Mm-hmm.
is Section 8 follows rent. So essentially, Section 8 is going to have to give more and more money. The tenant might not pay more money. I'll give you an example. I had a house in the back before that was Section 8 with $1,360 back 10, 12 years ago here.
Mm-hmm.
And my tenant only paid $64.
Wow.
I had another house that was $1,200, I believe, $1,195 or something like that, 8 years ago. And they only paid $34. Section 8 paid the rest of it.
Wow. Wow.
So Section 8 has to keep up with the rent, match the rents, otherwise nobody will take the vouchers.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
In fact, Section 8, because my house was so good, they gave us the highest in Sacramento County at that time period. We had supervisors and foremen coming out there looking at the property. And they had told us one price, and they said, oh, well, nobody's paying that. We're not paying that much. I said, no, you already said you're paying that much. So cancel the deal or give me what you said you're going to give me.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
And the supervisor came out there, superintendent, and they said, yeah, give it to the man. It's worth it.
Wow, it's got to keep up. It's got to keep up.
And so Section 8, they're getting more and more grants from the federal government to make these kind of things. I think I had another one at 1,100, and I think they were paying like $38 or something a month. So the tenants aren't getting hurt by the increase in rent if Section 8 is paying for it.
Yeah, that's right.
Section 8 and the government and the taxpayers sure are.
Yeah, yeah. So is Section 8 a good way to do real estate, to create wealth, etc.? Or do you want to diversify and do Section 8 plus, you know, there's another program, VASH program, that works with Section 8 plus veterans, etc. I'm absolutely sure you know about that. So do you want to diversify, or do you want to pick a niche, you know, like what you want to do? Do you just want to be a Section 8 investor? How would you advise somebody?
Well, like I say, first I make sure that they're making a lot more than their rent is going to be. If I'm going to diversify from Section 8. Now, right now, I don't have any Section 8. Years ago, though, I had a lot of Section 8. I knew the lady in Section 8. In fact, she even ended up with cancer and asked me if I could rent to their nephew to him.
Wow.
So, again, and then we also worked with the county and got top rent from the county when they're having a person on the rehab.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I really recommend to stay away from that part, though. We did good, but like I say, it could be too much problems. Yeah. But we ended up getting top dollar for our rents, and they paid when the people moved out, etc. Brought a refrigerator, stove. And so Section 8 is a good way if you're not hands-on.
I see.
Too much. They inspect before they move in. Like I had one that had a Section 8, and she moved in, and she wasn't even paying the $34 or $32, whatever it was. Really? She waited 4 years to get on the program.
No kidding.
And then she said, well, you don't need the money. The $32 you can live without. Section 8 paying you enough money. Wow. And she also said, I need to rent her a washer and dryer, and she reimbursed me with payments. Like never. She tried to call, when she wasn't paying $32, I started eviction on her. She tried to get code enforcement out there, and they knew what she was pulling too. And I have a good relationship with code enforcers. They know that whatever I say is wrong with it, I'm going to fix. Yeah. And so, in Yuba County there. Anyhow, so they went ahead and they told her, no, you're under Section 8, and a federal inspection supersedes the county inspection. And you were already inspected 2 months ago with a Section 8. So they wouldn't even come out to her. That's good. They wanted to get them to find something. Yeah. And there was something else aesthetically she didn't like on one of the walls, the texture of the wall. Oh, man. And she wanted to tear the wall down and fix it. And Section 8 came out there a second inspection and said, no, That is safe to live in with that wall in that design.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's not substandard housing.
Wow.
So again, it's just like I say, a Section 8 would be a good way, or you could go the other way and have regular property management take care of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So those are other two ways.
Yeah.
Section 8's not hard to take care of though once everything's up to code.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It makes me think, and I'm sure a lot of people would think that Section 8 it might be a good way to start an investment career, maybe. But
yeah, it would be.
Mm-hmm.
But look at it this way: you got a year's guaranteed
Mm-hmm.
rent.
Yeah.
And you only have to renew it every year.
Mm-hmm.
So if you renew it every year, if you don't want the people or you don't like the people,
Mm-hmm.
you just give them notice to move before the year's up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at the end of the year, they'll have to move or they lose their Section 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Let me ask you a quick question about your investment approach. Would you buy properties that because we run across a lot of them that we take down with just the down payments, pre-foreclosure, or we have one right now where the lady she's in pre-foreclosure, she got divorced, everything like that. The bank is trying to foreclose on her, and she filed for bankruptcy, etc. So she was we were chatting with her, and she said, hey, I'd be willing to let you guys take over the mortgage payment, blah blah blah. We catch up the arrears and all that stuff. I like personally, but like I said, you've been doing this for 50 years. I've only been doing for maybe 15% of the time that you have been. So I like buying properties like that because take over the mortgage, the financing is in place, etc.
Yeah, what you could do with her
Mm-hmm.
is you could offer a set amount. You can't just take over a mortgage, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell her a set amount for the property. She owes X number of dollars. You're going to let her do the property, and you'll give her reduced rent for the next 12 months as a tenant.
As a tenant, okay.
So you'll reduce the property. So essentially, you're going to take up what's owed on the property from the bank.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to make sure you run it by the bankruptcy court.
Okay.
If she filed in bankruptcy, so the bankruptcy agrees to it, and the mortgage company agrees to it.
Gotcha.
You might even get the mortgage company in bankruptcy to discount purchase what's owed on the property.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, you do an appraisal on the property, and then take it to the mortgage company and say, look, this is what the property's worth now, the condition she's in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd get probably 2 appraisal or 3, and say this is what the property's worth.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they'll agree, well, we'll take such and such on a short sale for it.
Yeah.
And then you say, if you do a short sale with the bank and the bankruptcy agrees to it, then we'll let you rent it for 12 months for this reduced amount of rent as a tenant.
Yeah, okay.
You can live there as long as you make the payment. So you might have to subsidize your payment for 12 months.
Gotcha. Okay.
But don't do anything unless you get the bankruptcy approval on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I appreciate that for sure because
if you show the appraisal to the bankruptcy court,
mm-hmm.
and the bank agrees to the short sale, well, you might actually, even if they don't agree to the short sale on it, but you can submit a short sale offer to the bankruptcy court.
Oh, okay.
And the bankruptcy court can overrule the actual mortgage on the property. And say, bankruptcy, you're going to take this, bank, you're going to take this amount of money. This is what it's worth. This man's offering the cash money for this, etc.
Wow.
So you like to say, and then the judge can overrule the bank. If they turn down your bankruptcy, your offer.
The short sale. Yeah, got you. Okay.
Now, see, I used to own my own bank too. So when FDIC came in and we held the property on bankruptcy, or we held the foreclosure property,
mm-hmm.
each year we had to write off 20% of that foreclosure.
Oh, yeah.
And by the third year, the FDIC come in and said, get rid of the property. Are you in the rental business or the real estate business, or are you in banking? Did you?
Yeah.
And you don't want to make FDIC, and you don't want to buck FDIC because they can find more wrong with your bank than you ever thought possible.
Oh, wow. So kind of like the IRS.
Regulation you never heard of.
Wow. Kind of like getting
you
audited
don't
and
think of your
stuff.
enemy as a bank. So
Mhm.
that's submitted to them.
Mm.
And you put down what's wrong with the property too. Say, for example, if it has a tree out in the front yard, you know there's some roots in the sewer already.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So you put that down as a problem. The
Mm.
roof is a little bit tattered.
Mm.
Then you put down a new roof.
Mm.
And by the way, everything you find wrong with the house, then the lady, then you put it down on the paper, and then when you submit it with your offer with the appraisal value of it, then what you do is they cannot sell that house unless they disclose that to all the new buyers, everything you wrote down wrong with it, or they have to get a contractor out there to say, no, it's not wrong. And they're not going to dig up a sewer line to see if the roots are in it.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. Man, so you've done this a couple times, huh?
Once or twice.
Yeah. Wow.
So this is something that you can look at too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So is this kind of like along the lines of how you, like the books that you're writing? The books are gonna have like examples and things like that.
I don't know that I'm gonna write one on real estate, although I can't hold a real estate seminar.
Okay.
I took my broker's license one time. They didn't have phones then, cell phones, but my calculator died about halfway through the test, and I missed it by 3 points.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The broker's license, and then my real estate attorney told me, "You don't want a broker's license or a real estate license, Jim. You just be a dumb country boy when it comes to court."
Yeah, that is great advice. Yeah, that's right.
So,
yeah.
Anyhow.
Wow.
That's what we got studied.
Wow. Well, Jim, I surely appreciate this call. I mean, this has been very insightful. You got the experience of a real monopoly guy. That's what kept popping into my head. I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
My dad taught us monopoly when we were children.
So that you grew up with it, just understanding it.
And then my dad practiced some of it, and then we practiced it after him.
Wow. Have you heard of the game Cash Flow, which is an offshoot of Monopoly?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. It's I like Monopoly better, but this Cash Flow game by this guy Robert Kiyosaki, he kind of gets into a little bit more advanced real estate strategies in that game.
Let me tell you another thing that you might want to use in the future.
Sure.
It's called an all-inclusive trust deed. Are you familiar with that?
No. What is that?
What essentially do, you take the person's mortgage, and it doesn't come out of their name, but what you do is you take it, and essentially right through the mortgage, you take the mortgage there, and you start making payments on the mortgage. So you keep the mortgage at the low interest rate that it is.
Yeah.
And then you wrap the difference when you want to sell the house around it on top of that mortgage.
Oh, okay.
So if it's say a $400,000 mortgage, and they only have a $200,000 you're buying for and rehabbing it, you're going to sell it for $400,000. Then you wrap that, make a total. You're only putting a $200,000 mortgage against the property, but you're really using the other $200,000. And you're charging 5 or 6% interest on your $400,000 mortgage, which really $200,000 of it you're only paying 3%.
Oh, I see.
So you're making 3% off his $200,000 mortgage that he sold it to you for. And then you're selling it to the next guy for $400,000. So you're keeping his little $200,000 mortgage, incorporating the other $200,000, make it $400,000. And you're charging 5 or 6% on it.
Wow. And is this specific to California or the way that you?
All I know about is California, really.
Yeah. And what's it called? You said what was that?
The Colorado properties or the Texas properties.
What's the name of it called? Trust.
All inclusive trust.
All inclusive trust. Okay. Oh man, I'm definitely going to do a little bit more digging into that.
But you need to have a real estate attorney advise that for sure, because it's changed the laws over the years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
So just tell him what you have in mind and see what his opinion is of it regarding the law.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh man, Jim, how often can I call you to just chat with you?
Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, if you're busy, I'll let you know.
You got it, Jim. You know, I really appreciate it, man. You are a true gem, you know, when it comes to knowledge and you give it so freely. I truly appreciate
All
that.
right, let me give you one other advice here, and I won't charge you a $5,000 seminar.
Okay.
The advice is, what I do at each point of my property, I set up a business account with Bank of America.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Bank.
Chase Bank, okay.
I take the first month payment and equal amount of security in cash.
Mm-hmm.
From then on, I don't take any cash. They have to go down to the bank and deposit it.
Oh, okay.
I put an alert on my phone. The minute money touches that, I get an alert transferred by my phone into the main account.
Mm-hmm.
Then if there's an eviction, he said, I gave Jim the payment, and he was going to give me a receipt, never brought it by. At the auditor's list of all my tenants, I don't touch money after the first payment. You can call any of them or all of them, they'll tell you that. And here's a printout on the money the man deposited into that account for that house.
Oh, gotcha. Wow. So
and the judge buys it every time.
Wow.
So and shows the kid's a liar, whoever's saying he paid the rent when he didn't.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The other thing is you're not waiting for the money in the mail, or you're not staying in an office waiting for them to come and drop the payment off.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And their deposit, you tell them in the contract that your deposit slip in the bank is your rent receipt.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. So each property has its own bank account?
Yes, each property has its own bank account.
What about their LLC? Does each property have an LLC?
Yeah, you can have an LLC on each property too. Mm-hmm. I don't have it, but you should have it probably.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
I never got around to doing that. I usually get my own evictions too.
Mm-hmm. Did you get sued often? Have you gotten sued often, or close to it? Getting sued, like by a tenant or something, or? Mm-hmm.
No.
Because the LLCs, you know, they as you know.
They counteract when I send something on eviction. They'll usually counteract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They'll say, "Well, the reason I didn't pay is this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong."
Yeah.
So you want to take pictures before, and probably good about every 3 months or so, maybe every 6 months. Go in there and take pictures again. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, another way of doing it too, a better way. You mail them out every month a statement. Is anything wrong with the house? They sign it, date it, and send it back to you. You have a self-enclosed and a stamped envelope form. Mm-hmm. And if they don't want to send that back to you, then you go and say you're going to have to start an eviction. So that's part of the policy.
Gotcha. Well, one last question before I let you go, because it just made me think of it. How do you find deals? Like, how do you typically find your deals?
Well, one time I was flying around thinking about where to do an investment. I used my light airplane. Mm-hmm. But I saw this group of houses growing this way, and this group of this other city growing this way, and this other group of city growing this way. So I knew they had to meet in the middle sometime. Yeah. That's one way. The other thing is I go ahead and look how long it's been on the market. Okay. It's been on the market 6 months and it hasn't sold. There's something wrong. Yeah, that's right. The other thing I can do is if it's in foreclosure. Mm-hmm. Then I go in and analyze what's wrong with the property in foreclosure. Mm-hmm. Write a 20-page what's wrong with the house and submit it with my offer to them. Mm-hmm. And but I'll give you the real reason for success. Sure. You really want it?
Absolutely. I'm over here at the edge of my seat.
$10,000 seminar.
You know, do
the real secret of our success is very simple. Mm-hmm. We're not afraid to get our hands dirty at work, but that's just part of it. Yeah. and we buy materials right. That's the second part.
Mm-hmm.
But the main reason we're successful is we put Jesus Christ first in everything we do, say, or think. We read our Bible every day, we pray every day, and we tell people how good God's been to us. That He is the reason for our success.
Oh,
and if you do what I told you just now, I guarantee you go to church there, I guarantee you a lifetime warranty on that advice and a money back guarantee.
Wow. Wow, that's beautiful. Man, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. You know, I wasn't expecting speaking to you and getting so deep into so much good stuff. Man, I truly appreciate it. You know, so many people probably pass you by somewhere in the street and stuff and don't know what they're missing that I just got, the $10,000 seminar, you know, that you just gave me.
Well, the Bible says anything not a sin. So if you had a doubt, if you pray about the property, God may not want you to buy all of them or any of them.
Yeah.
If you pray about it and God gives you peace about it, then you can do it.
That's right.
But if you have a doubt about it, then you better not do it, because even if it's right to do, it's still sin on your part because there's doubt.
Yeah.
So anyhow, you put Jesus Christ first in everything about that, and that'll make the difference in your life.
Man, I appreciate that, and I appreciate how good a conviction you have. And I was brought up, you know, in church and everything else. So I, you know, in between calls, I have my Bible here right next to me and stuff, and so I look up things and everything like that. And so, you know, it's more or less a divine appointment that I spoke to you today.
Okay, well, to be a doer of the word, not a hearer only.
That's right. You got it. Jim, I'm going to call you every once in a while just to talk to you because you got so much to offer, and I can't wait for your books to come out. And hopefully, you know, one day we can get you, you know, on the YouTube channel and share what you have with the world. If that's something that you're interested in doing, I would love to do that in the future.
Well, like I said, drop me a letter concerning that part of it.
You got it.
Just mail it to the 10540 Silverwood Way property.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Man, Jim, thank you so much for your time and your wisdom. I really appreciate that.
All right. Remember, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Oh, yes.
Fear is sin. And God will bless you.
You got it. All right. Thank you so much. Now. Sounds good. Thank you. Bye-bye now. And what a nice guy. We all got a $10,000 seminar here just in this phone call. It was about 40 minutes long. I was not expecting Jim to get so deep into his strategies. You heard so much. I mean, this guy buys materials on a discount. He owns a warehouse. He gets his materials in there. He gets everything for pennies on the dollar. And that is fantastic. I mean, people look for houses for pennies on the dollar, but then the materials they pay retail. That is something that I thought about doing before. But now after having spoken with him, man, we're going to probably start doing that pretty soon here. So I will implement that myself. Then I will also implement the trust strategy that he gave me. Did you hear how you go and ask the court out of bankruptcy, get an appraisal done, and you could even pick a very conservative appraiser to do that, and then just kind of go to the bankruptcy court, and ask, hey, kind of force the bank to reduce the mortgage amount. This is awesome. So the wrap strategy, the trust strategy, that was subject to wraparound mortgage that he was explaining, and so we know that wraps are we're able to do wraps in California, etc. So I will be calling him back. So in the future, we're gonna try to get him on here, the channel, so see his face and just ask him questions. Very, very nice man. My goodness, I was just making calls. I was going to make cold calls. After the first call I made, I get this guy. The biggest skill that we have, and the reason why we are doing this channel, is because we want to show how conversations should be conducted, phone calls. And the biggest lesson with that is to listen to the seller. Just listen. I want to get to know who they are. Here, I am probably not going to buy his properties because he is way, way, way advanced. He knows what they're worth. He wants cash after escrow, etc. So we're probably not going to be able to do that. He got to share the gospel with me as well, which is, you'll get to know me more and more. That's at the core of who I am as well. So we got to connect there. But the biggest thing for the purposes of this video is we got a free seminar and a friend that we can call and ask questions, and he'll answer them. He'll help us. He'll partner with us on deals. That's huge. And he's got the cash. He's a cash buyer as well. So fantastic phone call. Let me put some notes here before. Remember to subscribe, like, share, comment below. Tell me what you think about Jim. There's plenty of gyms all over the country. I run across them all the time. These people, they're the veterans in the industry. They're the ones who have all the tricks, all the tips. They've been buying properties for 50 years. You heard him say, he played Monopoly with his dad. His dad taught him the business. And so there's like decades of experience behind this man. When I asked him how many properties he had, he said, I'd rather not say. Yeah, I bet you he's got a ton of them. He's got a warehouse. So, man, this is a fantastic phone call. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment below, hit the notification bell. Let's make the notes now, okay? I'm completely shocked at the phone call I just had with Jim, the phone call was recorded so we can go back and really break down a ton of wisdom that Jim just gave to me very much freely during the phone call. So I'll summarize it. So that's my notes. This real estate mogul, investor, country boy, just offered lavishly his wisdom and experience in real estate, period. Gave me a ton of ideas as to how to do the business better, period. A true proficient in the real estate game and in the game of Monopoly, period. If you want to know how a true Monopoly tycoon does real estate, listen to this phone call over and over and over, period. So I came across a real estate tycoon that is more than happy to teach me real estate. He said to call him anytime I want. Okay, so you guys, we are going to have Jim. I mean, there's a ton of people on YouTube offering great training. It's fantastic training. I love YouTube. We're on YouTube. We love YouTube. We love the platform. Okay, but most of these guys, they're older. They don't understand, some of the things that we understand here on YouTube and stuff. But these guys are the ones that have best real estate strategy. So I will encourage you, let this video encourage you to identify them. Watch this video over and over so you can identify these real estate tycoons that are older, that don't understand technology, it annoys them, or whatever. You come across them all the time. Open your eyes, open your ears, listen for those cues. There's a certain way, go through the beginning of the call. There's a certain way that I identified that this guy knew what he was talking about. Then I tickled his fancy, you know, and just kind of just complimented him, etc. And I do the push-pull technique, right? I'm about to get off the phone, but then I, you know, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I'm about to get off the phone, but let me ask you before I let you go, blah, 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 etc. Do that over and over again. So they don't feel that you're going to keep them on the phone forever. He kept me on the phone for 40 minutes. I didn't, he did. Offering me his wisdom. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was going to make a ton more calls. But this is all I needed. I mean, this is a fantastic networking event here that we just went to, mastermind that we just went to. And I encourage you to, again, save this to your playlists, create one about these kinds of calls and outcomes, etc. So that we do a much better job with our phone calls. So that is going to do it for today. Tune back tomorrow as we make more calls and find more opportunities. Let's do it. We're gone now. Have a good one. Bye-bye.